So these gaps lead naturally questions of opportunity and personal versus public responsibility. Conservatives and liberals here as elsewhere, I think, tend to have starkly diverging views on these questions, but I think there's actually a lot more room for some common ground. Conservatives look at adults and they see widespread success among people who've made tough choices that involve short-term sacrifice for long-term gains. They view it as unfair that the people who worked hard and played by the rules should then have to help out people who didn't. Many conservatives acknowledge that a lot of folks get dealt bad hands in life, but they worry that failing to hold people accountable actually is counterproductive, that it'll promote the sort of choices that are bad for families and society as a whole. So in contrast, liberals look at kids and they see pervasive barriers that prevent the disadvantaged from realizing their potential. They believe government can reduce the importance of these barriers, remove them entirely in some cases, and they think that since the rich have benefited from these unjust arrangements, that redistribution is justified. They worry little about perverse incentives, unintended consequences. So I think the question for conservatives is whether children of parents who make bad choices should have to fully absorb the cost of their parents' decisions. The data that we've produced in the project shows that kids who are born poor, their moms look very different from the moms of kids who are not. Not only are they more likely to be born to teen moms, to single moms, their moms are more depressed. They score worse on parenting measures, both in terms of the cognitive stimulation they provide to their kids and the warmth and support that they provide to their kids. So I think all of these are sort of, it's tough to kind of hold the kids, I think, accountable for things that they didn't choose themselves. And then liberals, I think, for their part, need to recognize that there are potentially big costs to not holding people accountable as well. There's good reasons why we discourage and even stigmatize some behaviors. If we didn't punish crime, we would end up in a crime-filled world that nobody would like. If we didn't reward success and to some extent have consequences for making poor decisions, there would be more equality, but there'd probably also be a lot less growth. So I think the challenge for policymakers and for all of us is to try to figure out a distinctly American way to sort of hit the sweet spot and encourage, promote economic growth, but at the same time, try to give a hand to kids at the bottom.